My name is Federico Isuani, and I'm the co-founder of Beso by LLYC. LLYC is a global communication company originated in Spain, but with global presence right now in more than 70 operations around the globe. Miami has been always the entry point to Latin America. Miami has a very diverse culture that has allowed in the past, for all Latin America to grow into the US, and also is the main enabler for US companies to do business in Latin America. So for the advertising industry, that's key. In my opinion, Miami is the best way or the best entry point for any single project that we want to do between the US and Latin America in advertising, and that's why I believe that Miami should be, or is becoming also, the trend in projects and campaign management strategies, and in a lot of things that has involved in between the US and Latin America. The pandemic has changed every single line of business that we know. We were very used to having all the tech industry in the West Coast, but also because the way that a tech company used to work before the pandemic. With the pandemic, we realized that geolocalization of the talent was not longer an issue. We really can have people anywhere in the world. So also, where we establish our company doesn't have to be the West Coast anymore. And that's where Miami has become the new hype. Why? Again, because it's not an entry point for a lot of regions, but also it's a very good environment that is growing and permitting tech companies to really be here, hiring people from all around the world, and not only around the world, but also especially from Latin America, that are very used to having, relationship with Miami. Beso is the first agency in Mexico to have an entire C-level group female, and this is may sound like a good thing, but for me it's just out of date. That because inclusion is everything. Hiring people in ways or taking in consideration how they think, not how they know, how they look, or what they think about their lives. So really, inclusion means having people or good people because the way they think about problems in advertising, and this is including everybody. And we believe that Beso is taking the approach being the most inclusive agency in Latin America by the Great Place to Work Institute, and also again having a C-level entire composed by women that are changing the way that we do advertising out there. One of the things is that Miami needs to continue to build the ecosystem that supports startups. Okay, it's not all. I believe that tax is not the main thing here. A lot of people talk about the taxes in Florida and Miami, but the real challenge is to build the ecosystem. The West Coast has that ecosystem built in 50 years. Miami needs to build that, and this is not only receiving founders, but also receiving, new ways of making or attorneys or services, a lot of things that has to involve the ecosystem of the startup that needs to be built on site. So when you are a founder, you can find your CPA, your attorney, your another founders, in a very easy way in order to exploit and to grow really into a real entrepreneur community. I believe that Miami in the next 5 years need to focus on that, building the entire startup ecosystem, not only bringing the founders. My vision for Miami is that Miami needs to build the entire startup ecosystem. LLYC is a global communication company originated in Spain, but with global presence right now in more than 70 operations around the globe. In my position, I was brought into the table to talk a little bit about what we do inside the advertising in this new tech era. So Beso is part of the digital business area of LLYC. The digital is the place where we bring tech into advertising. The digital business is about bringing tech into advertising. So technology today is everywhere. And in advertising, this advertising 2.0 is based in having new technologies inside the creativity part, the creativity process of advertising. In the digital business, what we do is bring technology into the communication. We bring the new trends, the new platform, the new ideas in how can we make communication more efficient, more flexible, or in a new, complete way.